The following presentation is a part of the National Heavy Boxing League's 10th season, celebrating 10 years of the premier level of heavy boxing in the Team Fortress 2 community, and a final send-off as the NHBL closes after its 10th season.
Welcome, one and all, to another great night of boxing here. I am King Baxis. To my right is Cindy Mack, and to my left is Clayface. After a 2-hour slogfest yesterday afternoon that saw the last few precious slots of the NHBL Finals be taken, the final four boxers meet today in order to decide who shall be Battle Royale champion. On the left side of the bracket, the 1-month wonder that is Eiss, fresh onto the boxing scene and making big waves already, will be taking on fan favorite and captain of the Putis Power movement, Dos Caras. On the right side of the bracket, Fight Night Freak that refuses to drop a single round to his opponents, that being Egyptian Bagel, will be taking on the Cinderella story that refuses to let the clock strike midnight in El Comandante. Before those guys go nuts on each other in that ring, we're going to give our slightly less than expert opinion on these boxers and their chance to win the tournament. Clayface, question to you regarding Eiss. He's brand spanking new to the world of heavy boxing, as he's only been fighting for 1 month. His two matches yesterday were his first two matches, period. 2 victories over Danger Boy and Raid Baron. Tonight, however, he's fighting Dos Caras, who has picked up a massive head of steam that has gone 5-2 after he began picking up win after win during the clash. He's aggressive, he's got the power, and he's got the fan support. What does Eiss need to do to cool off the engines on that Dos Caras hype train to win here tonight?
Let me just say, I am personally very impressed with how Eiss performed yesterday. He is a very talented boxer and has gained the skills of just over a month to really make an impact. In that first round, we definitely saw it when he took out Danger Boy, who was a runner-up of the backyard brawl back in August 2017. But on the other hand, you got Dos Caras, and who is a very strong boxer, talented as well. Took out Spot in the fisticuffs last tournament, which was incredible, and of course that brought up the Putis Power movement as we know today.
Indeed, that was a very impressive win over Spaten, taking him down 3-0. I've never seen Spaten so handily put aside. Now, Sins, over to you for a question regarding the Cinderella story, El Comandante. He's qualified by the skin of his teeth, taking down Locktrap in a tightly contested fight in what might have been his final match of the season, but now it's not. He's qualified. However, in order to advance any farther in this tournament, he's going to have to stop Egyptian Bagel, who has wowed everyone at fight nights with impressive wins, unbelievable displays of dominance. You've seen him fight a few times. He's currently champion of both promotions in North America and Europe. What has Comandante got to do to put Egyptian Bagel down?
Well, obviously, me and you, Baxter, we've seen how Egyptian Bagel can fight in the ring. He's got a great ring prowess, and he's just really fun to watch, really. He's got a great strategy, great punching skills, knows how to dodge attacks, etc. That's why he's champion of both the North American and Europe fight nights. He's just an impressive boxer to watch, one of the best boxers I've seen come up in a quite long time. He has a hard competition against El Comandante, which coming in here into this Battle Royale, it maybe not one of everyone's favorites, but now those bettings are starting to change here. El Comandante is picking up a whole lot of steam, coming up real big. People say it's a Cinderella story. Some people say he's an underdog. Sometimes that's a kind of momentum that someone needs, like El Comandante, to take forward and to go into those finals and try to win this Battle Royale. It's going to be a great match regardless of who comes out on top of that one.
The practice round for Eiss and Dos Caras is about to get underway. Dos Caras in blue, Eiss in red. While they get that underway, we're going to talk a little bit here about their chances of winning this fight. And their journey here as a whole. Clayface, as we talked about earlier with you, Eiss has been here not a long time. I've never seen anybody rise this quickly in history. Even White Russian Bear, who was our first ever rookie champion, didn't have this quick of a rise in prominence in the NHBL. Do you think there's any rookie nerves, any last minute jitters going through Eiss right now?
He is so talented, and you know the issue with a guy like him is when the nerves kick in, it gets really tough. He's not that experienced in such high tier fights. You see, if you have the nerves, you're gonna definitely mess up. But this is only the semifinals. He must not look ahead to the finals just yet. He has a task at hand. Get through it first.
Indeed. Agree with you on that. And Mr. Sins, I'm going to ask you a question real quick about Dos Caras. The Hype Train is, of course, a very powerful item. It's been moving him forward throughout most of the previous tournaments. Beforehand, he wasn't really well known. He would come in, he'd lose in the first round, he'd say, okay, bye-bye, see you around, have fun. But now with this movement, he's kind of becoming more well-known. He's now qualified for he's been in 2 semifinals in the past 2 tournaments now. Do you see the Hype Train slowing down for him at all?
Well, I think that's like that for both boxers. Both boxers, honestly, when I saw the bracket today, I'm like, man, I did not know either of these competitors, Eiss or Dos Caras. And I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that name wrong, but like I did not know either of these boxers coming in. But seeing what they've been put up, they're both kind of out of the blue boxers just coming in here. Eiss, tremendous run come up to the start. And then you have Dos Caras who, like you said, Baxter, coming out of nowhere, usually drop first round, to coming up to being, potential winner of this tournament. I think that's fair to say. I mean, the tournament's up for grabs mostly. Both of these boxers have to put up a strong game to each other. These both have similar styles, just from seeing how the warm-ups are going. Similar styles. That's going to be interesting to see how this is going to play out. And it's going to be a pretty good match nonetheless.
All right, round 1 is now underway. Dos Caras taking a turtle approach. This not moving yet. Now he's sticking to the corners, however. He's taunting his opponent from the circle. This is the Dos Caras we know. He's very odd. He's got a very odd fighting style to him. He likes to taunt the opponent. He likes to get in their head. He likes to mess with them. It's very fun to watch if you're a fan, but if you're a boxer, it's very unnerving. Neither man has thrown a punch just yet. We are still waiting on that. Somebody please throw a punch before I die of old age. Goodness gracious. They are dancing around, and now they exchange blows, and it looks like Eiss is up here. Dos Caras' mind trick's not paying dividends now, and Eiss is going to take this handily. Clayface, Dos Caras trying to play games with Mr. Eiss, and it didn't pay off for him there.
Oh, he is just hammering those beautiful counters, the left-right combination at the end, backed Dos Caras into the ropes. Horrible by Dos Caras, but on the other hand, Eiss did a bloody good job of that.
All right, round 2 is now underway here. Dos Caras taking a bit more of an active approach. He is now spinning in circles, not spinning, but going around in circles here, and he lands a punch early, but Eiss takes it right back. They exchange blows. It's 1-1 in the ring. Dos Caras misses twice, and Eiss takes advantage. He's got a bit of a speed advantage on him, and Eiss is going to take home round 2. Sins, Dos Caras is in a bit of trouble here. What's he got to do to turn it around?
Well, I just don't think his strategy is working for him. It looks like Eiss is starting to really counter whatever Dos Caras needs to do. That's very good on Eiss's part. And you have to say a little bit of experience for Eiss there, but you know what? For whatever he's doing, he's working. It's working for his favor, and this is very good. Dos Caras needs to figure out something new here to try to get a point in this.
All right, round 3 is now underway here. Eiss is up 2-0 on Dos Caras. Dos Caras misses wildly, and now they're exchanging blows in Eiss's corner. It looks like Caras has an advantage, and he does. Dos Caras. Putis Pow, indeed. That loud microphone never gets old. Clayface. Dos Caras going a bit more aggressive there, and he finally manages to notch a win in the win column. Redundant, but you know what I mean.
Well, he did snatch that first punch. That was so crucially important in that round. It's just all about the first punch in this. As the rounds are so close, they start trading blows, and it's the advantage of the swing.
All right, round 4 is underway here. Dos Caras put a victory up last round, but he's still down 2-1 here. Eiss misses. Dos Caras misses. They're tied up here. Dos Caras has an advantage now. He's got 2 punches up on Caras. Putis Pow, indeed. All right, Sids, the Putis Pow train comes right back into the station now. Dos Caras ties it up at 2-2. What's Eiss got to do to get back on his winning ways here?
Yeah, Eiss looks like he's starting to, get off his toes there. Dos Caras is starting to, I guess, figure out a way to beat Eiss. And that's like saying something. Eiss was very strong there for the first couple rounds, but Dos Caras is he's starting to pick it up now, and that's good for him. It's a tied game. Let's see who wins.
All right, round 5 is now underway here. Eiss is the only one moving. Dos Caras is taking a bit of a laggy start. They're tied up 2-2 here. They trade blows in the center of the ring, and now Dos Caras backed up against the ropes. I believe he's got an advantage down there, but no, he doesn't. Eiss comes swooping right back. Eiss is now up 3-2. Clayface, it's match point for Eiss. How does he seal it away here?
Just calm, patience, counter shots, combinations, just like we saw that round. He slides around the ring, trying to get the advantage by moving in circles, but then moves away. It's so unpredictable to counter.
Round 6 is underway here. It is match point for Eiss. Eiss takes a little bit of a jump. Dos Caras had a little bit of a stutter there. He's stuttering a little bit here, and he throws the first punch, though. They trade blows. They trade blows yet again. They're dead evens coming down to the wire. Eiss seems to be down. He takes it right back. Eiss misses wildly, and Dos Caras baits him right in. All right, Sins. It's 3.
I want a challenge.
He's going to have to put it in chat, though, because it's a chat thing. He's got to type dispute real quick. Reminder of the rule book. You got to type it in chat. All right, Eiss throws out a dispute.
Disputer of the round. He apparently is gliding almost every start of the round. So the dispute has been declined. It's still 3-3, and we're going on to the final round.
All right, the final round is now underway. It is 3-3. It has all come down to this. Eiss, Dos Caras, one of them's got to move on. And Eiss seems to have an advantage here, and he loses it very quickly. Dos Caras putting him down. Buddha's power right into the championship match. Dos Caras wins 4-3. Unbelievable. All right, while my good friend to my left, Clayface, is going to go down and get a sideline interview with the winner. I'm going to talk to Sins real quick. Sins, Dos Caras looked like he was about to lose that fight, but he picked up a little momentum in round 3, and he came storming back. Eiss, on the other hand, the rookie, 1 month in, he's going to lose, but we will see him back in the NHBL Finals, because getting to the semifinals does make you qualify for the finals. Are you impressed with his performance in this tournament?
Yeah, I definitely am. In that match, it was just kind of like a back-and-forth affair. I thought for sure, though, Eiss was going to win that one. Eiss was just looking very solid throughout the entire matchup, yet Dos Caras was able to get off an edge off of Eiss there. Very good victory for Dos Caras. He was kind of behind pretty much almost the entire match, pretty much. Able to come up with a victory, get the victory when it was needed the most. Good job for Dos Caras, a good effort by Eiss, and I'm sure we'll see Eiss in a future tournament as well, I'm pretty sure.
I'm joined here with Dos Caras. That's right, Dos Caras. Now, it's a quick question. Is it a disadvantage when you fight with all these cats that are like stuck to your body?
No, I look hella cute.
Alright, now for the serious questions. What happened out there tonight? You were down 2-0 against a very tough opponent in Eiss. How did you feel in there? What was the tactic to kind of control the fight?
Well, he was really, really passive. Normally, I'm passive and then I'm aggressive when I see the opportunity, but he was so passive. I just thought the only way to kill him was take advantage of his passiveness and walk all over him like a welcome mat.
Now,
Jeez.
Now, I mean, what you were down, you lost the first punch in that last round. How did you manage to continue on from that? I know you had the aggressiveness over him, but was it just plain aggressive, or what did you do to avoid everything?
Well, in the beginning, I couldn't be more passive than him, so I just decided to keep wailing punches at him and corner him.
Now, since you made the final, who do you expect to win the match between Bagel and Commandante, and who do you expect to be, and do you think you can beat either Bagel or Commandante?
I don't know. I like Bagel's name better, so I'm rooting for him. Also, hopefully I'll win. I think I'll win. 70 chance.
Practice rounds are underway for Egyptian Bagel versus El Commandante. Egyptian Bagel is in the blue. Did I say Egyptian Bagel? Egyptian Bagel is in the red. El Comandante is in the blue. I'm sorry, it's very far up here. I can't see a thing. While they do that, we're going to talk a little bit about these boxers, how they got here in the works. Clayface, let's talk a little bit to you about El Comandante. One thing going into this fight is the ping difference. We always talk about this. Currently, Aesthetic Bagel sitting around 50, a good healthy ping. Egyptian Bagel, El Comandante, on the other hand, is climbing up into the 150s, 130 range. Now, I know we all know what trouble ping can cause during a fight. Do you think El Comandante can fight out of that ping difference, however?
You know, actually, in his last fight, Comandante had the advantage over Locktrap, as Locktrap said he just couldn't compete against the and I quote, the Euro lag. So, you know, Commandante's ping isn't as bad as most people think. It actually sometimes comes to his advantage.
Indeed, indeed. And quick question to you, Sins, Aesthetic Bagel. How dominant has he been? How does one be as dominant as Bagel is?
You know, I compare it back to my SSBL days for people who can remember that from last year. I compare it to like some of the boxers that I helped train, people that no one knew about, and like I was taking a risk on, right? And a couple of my world champions, no one ever heard of, or no one really expected him to be that good. I think of it like Egyptian Bagel. He comes in as a random, person to our fight nights, which is a very good program to begin with. And he comes in, wins pretty much everything, beats everyone. And he's one of the best boxers that we have on fight night, and probably one of the best boxers that we have in NHBL. Yes, I'll say that, and I'll say it again. He's one of the best boxers in NHBL, and that's just from me watching him. So tonight he has a pretty big competition against El Comandante, the underdog here. We'll have to see what happens in this match.
All right, this best of 4 contest is underway. Bagel in red, Comandante in blue. Both men trading blows here. It looks like Bagel has an advantage now. Comandante whiffed on that last punch. He could be in trouble here, and he is in trouble. Bagel picks up round 1. Clayface, very impressive start from the Bagel.
He can fight. It's just basic as it is. These holds the NA and the EU Fight Night Championships. He held both the belts around his shoulders, kind of like what Mr. Conor McGregor did. Jokes on him though. He's in jail. But I think he's a legend, Egyptian Bagel. He knows how to compete, but Comandante, never count out the underdog.
All right, round 2 is now underway here. Bagel is up 1-0 on El Comandante. Both men trading blows. Comandante kind of backing to his side. He gets out of it, though. Bagel's putting some blicks in on him. Comandante whiffed on that last one. Comandante seems to be down here. Bagel's taking advantage. He's storming right in. He's going to take home round 2. Comandante is down, Sins. How does he turn it around?
Well, I see, especially in that last one, it just Egyptian Bagel, especially at those last couple hits, you noticed that El Comandante was on his last legs, and he noticed that, and he went right for the kill. And then Baxter, you know this better than anyone except for me. We both seen this in NHBL Fight Night. He does the same exact thing in Fight Night. And I think there's an advantage there, because some of the people who come into the boxing match doesn't see what Egyptian Bagel can do, because all of his best moves are in Fight Night. So I think that's probably an advantage for Bagel and a disadvantage for El Comandante.
Right, round 3 is underway here. Bagel is up 2-0. It looks like Comandante got a lucky punch in there. Bagel seems to be whiffing a lot here, but it's not going to matter. He ties it up and he takes it back. It is 3-0 now. Clayface, he's down 3-0. How does Comandante just get anything on the board going here? Anything. What's he got to do? Can he do anything?
I don't know right now. He's got to counter. He's got to be patient. Don't push in so much. Wait for Bagel to push you.
All right, round 4 is underway here. Bagel is up 3-0. He comes storming right in. Comandante not prepared for that. Comandante misses. He's very reluctant to punch, and Bagel moves right on. Championship bound is Egyptian Bagel. All right, Sins to my right here is going to no clip down to the center of that ring and get himself an interview with Mr. Egyptian Bagel. Clayface, What can I say? He hasn't dropped a round yet. He's looking like the favorite to win it.
Oh yeah, man. Dos Carlos is probably sitting in his corner, all shaken up after watching that one. What a domination! But you know what? Commandante did pull off a couple upsets tonight, and he made the NHBL Finals. So we'll see Commandante then.
Bagel, you won this 4-0 against El Comandante. El Comandante did very well in this tournament. For you to come in and beat him 4-0, how is that for a confidence builder heading on to the finals? All right, short and sweet.
He says, well, it's pretty good.
Well, it's pretty good. He said, well, it is pretty good. You're moving on to the finals, and you'll be going up against Dos Caras. So, like, how's your strategy? You don't have to spill too many, you don't have to lay your cards out on the table. But how are you going to look into that match heading into the finals? Like, how are you going to where's your mindset at going into this match? Fair enough. I think that works. He just says, do whatever till it works. Hey, amen to that.
Practice rounds for the championship match are underway. It is Dos Caras in blue. It is Egyptian Bagel in red. While those two get underway, we're going to talk about their whole trek here through the NHBL tournament. Clayface, let's talk a little bit about Bagel. He has not dropped a single round yet. Sage Will, 2-0. Gelb Saiton, who's qualified, by the way, 3-0. El Comandante, 4-0. He is now standing here against Dos Caras. What do you think about his odds to win the whole thing?
His odds are he's definitely the favorite to win. Dos Caras had a massive struggle getting to the final, where for Bagel it was a breeze for Bagel. So obviously we're expecting Bagel to win, but who knows?
Indeed. And Sins, let me ask you real quick over here. We're going to talk about Dos Caras. He got here also quite impressively. He beat Flaming 2-0. Mr. Dr. Professor Patrick 3-0. He won by the skin of his teeth against Eiss 4-3, and here he is against Bagel. Bagel is a dominant fighter, but on the side of Dos Caras is the hype train. He's the fan favorite. The Twitch chat loves him. What few people are in this arena right now love him. Do you think he can ride that wave of momentum over Bagel?
Well, it's certainly a possibility. If you're looking at the stats, though, I mean, I don't know, Bagel. I say it all the time. Bagel is just, I don't know what's with him. He's dominant in the ring. Dos Caras, he's a great boxer from what I've seen. I haven't seen too much of him, but from what I've seen tonight and some clips from yesterday, he is a good fighter. Obviously, shutting out an opponent in any match is very difficult to do. Let alone 2 times. Yeah, Bagel's been doing this entire tournament. So it's really up in the air, but I don't know. Bagel is putting up a strong argument of who's going to be winning this Battle Royale.
Indeed. I absolutely agree with that. Bagel looks like the odds-on favorite to win the whole thing. The fight night freak. The bell has rung, and round 1 of the championship fight is underway. Dos Caras didn't want to come out swinging, but Bagel did. And Dos Caras having to play Bagel's game. And Dos Caras plays it effectively. Okay, so that's pretty big. Clayface. Impressive way to start, wouldn't you agree?
That was a very fast round, actually. I certainly didn't expect that. I was looking a different direction, and all of a sudden the round was over. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
All right, round 2 is now underway. Bagel comes storming back out. Dos Caras playing it in the corner. Dos Caras seems to have an advantage here. That's going fast and furious. Dos Caras is now up 2-0 on Egyptian Bagel. Cinch, what's Bagel got to do to turn it around here?
I'm actually a little bit. I have to recover my jaw from the floor. I'm not. I don't understand. Bagel, he's behind in this one. This is the first time he's lost. He's behind in this tournament. I'm sorry, Dos Caras. I'm sorry for like not being on your side earlier. Go to Dos Caras. I'm on his side now. Keep going.
All right, round 3 is underway. Dos Caras has the advantage here. Bagel comes in on that one. He looks like he's got a few good licks in. Dos Caras is down here, and he's super down.
That's the one we were looking for. That's the one.
And you're very vocal about that. Yes, that was the one we were looking for from Bagel.
He he knows how to use the ring movement well. He knows how to move well. It's coming very clear to me what he does. He uses the ring movement well, and just so well that it's hard to get the counters. It's hard to punch him.
All right, round 5 is now underway here. They have tied it up at 2-2. They're trading blows now. They're tied up even. It's coming down to the wire. Bagel lands the last one. Kari's came in swinging wildly. He didn't land it. Bagel did. He's now up 3-2. All right, it's 3-0 now in the previous 3 rounds for Bagel. Sins, how does Karis turn it back around?
Well, whatever Karis was doing in the first 2 rounds, he needs to redo that. That or Egyptian Bagel, yeah, that's his name. Egyptian Bagel. He, has changed his game up a little bit. Probably the other fights were a little bit more academic for him. However, maybe he's going into this one with the same mentality. Maybe you have to mix it up a bit. Boxers always have to change their strategies against other opponents. So Dos Karas needs to change up a bit, go back to what he was doing before, and see if he can tie this game back up.
All right, it is now 3-2 in this best 6 of 11 contest. Dos Karas missed there. He's down a punch. Bagel storming in on him, walking all over him like a welcome mat. Welcome to 4-2. Clayface Bagel is looking unstoppable after going 2-0 to start.
Insane. 4-0 for sweeping the floor with Dos Karas. He's being swept. As you just said, he's using him like as a welcome mat here. I'll tell you what. Sweeps the floor with him. Someone has to bring out a broomstick.
All right, round 7 is underway. Both men ready to go. It is 4-2 in Bagel's favor. Dos Karas missed there. He missed twice, and Bagel's up 2 punches here. Bagel misses. Both of them coming and missing, and Bagel puts it away, however. It is now 5-2. Bagel sends its match point. How does Dos Karas complete the comeback here?
You know what? Dos Karas, he's had a good run in this tournament. Bagel's really starting to get his number. Dos Karas needs to find something in his back pocket. He needs to pull out a secret move. He needs to go and punch harder. Go do something different. I mean, Bagel was already, doing a very good job at countering whatever Dos Karas has to do. So let's see what he has to see what other kind of tricks he has in his back pocket.
All right, round 8 is underway here. This might be the final match of the Xenogamers Battle Royale as Egyptian Bagel comes storming in. They're trading blows in Dos Karas' corner. Aesthetic Bagel! He started out winning everything in Fight Night. He comes in as an emergency boxer for the Battle Royale, and he takes the whole cake. 6-2. Egyptian Bagel wins it all. All right, my man Clayface is going. My man Clayface here. No, wait, come back, Clayface. Come back. We're doing it later.
Okay.
Come back. It's not the moment. The script. I read the script wrong. I was a page ahead. Ah! Terrible at this. I need a new script. I need a new script writer. Fire that guy first. But anyways, guys, impressive from Egyptian Bagel. Clayface. We've talked about it throughout the entire broadcast. What else can you say about this guy? He only dropped 2 rounds in the whole thing, and it was in the championship match.
Well, what I've got to say is the NHBL Finals has just gotten themselves a new force to be reckoned with. That's what I got to say. Damn, that was so dominant. Whoa, we swept the floor with the guys, man. Crazy.
Indeed. He picked him up, and Dos Karas is now a broomstick. The hype train got meet an immovable object, and it hit it hard. Sins, let me talk to you real quick about Dos Karas, though. Even though he lost the finals here tonight, he did very well for himself. He came to the championship rounds. If he hadn't run into Bagel, he probably would have won this whole thing, I think. How do you like Dos Karas' chances for the NHBL Finals and forever beyond?
Well, this is a good stepping stone for sure. The NHBL Finals is no laughing matter. It's no sneeze. It's none of that. Okay, it's definitely a different environment. So Dos Karas needs to train. He also needs to train and then train some more because the NHBL Finals is a very tough tournament to go into. This is a nice stepping stone. He's building a lot of momentum. Might have lost here, but had a very nice tournament all in all, I'm very proud of Dos Cross. I'm very proud of all the competitors in this tournament, actually. But Dos Cross, I think, is probably one of the biggest improvements since the previous tournament. So good job, Dos Cross. And in the future, you never know. If he works hard and practices, he might be a future champion.